It's always kind of amazed me how all these liberal nut job actors, actresses, singers, songsters, songwriters, whatever the hell you want to call them, idiots, how they've always, it's their job to entertain, and it's their job to entertain everybody. Now, if you don't want to entertain everybody, that's fine. I understand. You do what you want. It's a free world, and well, it's a free country anyway. And God gave everybody really one true right. Is free will. That's the one gift God gave you, is free will. Do what you want to do with it. You don't even have to believe in God if you choose not to. That's up to you. Doesn't matter. But if I was in a position where I was trying to, make money off entertainment, and I was in a field of, let's say, acting or singing, and unless I had a very specific agenda that I was only going to sing conservative songs to conservative people, or liberal whack job songs to liberal whack job people, I would pretty much try to please everybody in the world, because the more people I make happy, then the more money I make. Now, you could look at that and say, well, dude, you have this right-leaning, podcast thing that you're getting started, that you've got moving on, and you're catering to one side. Well, I am, because that's what the point of this is. The point of this podcast is and I'm not catering to one side. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisies of the other side. And don't get me wrong. I mean, and I will stand by this every day of my life. If somebody on the right's doing something shockingly stupid, I'm going to talk about it. And if somebody on the left is doing something fantastic, I'm going to talk about it. And I'm not getting into it on this video, but I got to be honest, John Fetterman, guy's changed my mind about a lot of things, man. The guy that was a vegetable not too long ago was a complete moron, unqualified for the job, somehow ends up being one of the smartest ones in the Democrat Party. Absolutely mind-boggling to me. And, and I will give props where props are due. But I do lean to the right. I do agree with a lot more on the right than I do on the left. I'll never agree with the hypocrisy of the left. I just never will. But if I was an entertainer, and just a regular entertainer, if I was an actor or whatever, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to condemn one half of my fan base. I think that is insanity. I think that's absolutely stupid, because all you're doing is hurting yourself. Because now I will never watch a Robert De Niro movie again. Until Trump, I liked De Niro. He kept his mouth shut. I watched all of his movies. But when he started ranting about Trump, I'd like to punch him in his face. And chances are, Robbie, you'd get your ass beat by Trump. But until he started that, now I refuse to watch any movie with Robert De Niro in it, because now I can't stand the guy. I simply can't stand him, because I don't like the things he says. And, and if Robert De Niro ever watches my podcast, which I doubt it, because it's very, very small, hopefully one day it'll grow. But if he ever watches it and he's like, well, I can't stand you, well, okay, because that's the bed I'm laying in, because this is the road I'm going down. And since Robert De Niro, since you chose to go down that road, I do not like you anymore, and I refuse to watch your movies. And I'm kind of getting that way with everybody now. Once you, as long as I don't care what your beliefs are, just keep your mouth shut about it if your job is to make movies. If you want to make, blockbuster movies like The Avengers, chances are you shouldn't piss off half the population if you want to make the biggest movie in the world. Chances are you should keep your mouth shut. Well, a lot of people seem to learn that lesson, and a lot of people do keep their mouth shut. Good for them. Kudos to them, and I continue to watch their movies. But a lot of people don't, namely Taylor Swift. This idiot, oh my God. Dude, is there going to be a time where we can just be done with Taylor Swift? When we can just remove her from the face of the planet? Move her to Canada or something, or move her over to France. Let's just get her out of America, because I'm so over Taylor Swift. And I'm just, I'm sick and tired of it. And she's, oh my God, she's killing football. Even though I don't watch pro sports, I have a feeling that this is going to be very bad for pro sports in the end, Taylor Swift. I think this is going to be an absolutely horrible thing. So, but on that note, Donald Trump goes to the Super Bowl, obviously, and they show him saluting, and the crowd absolutely goes ballistic. Check this out. This is awesome.
Through the perilous fight, o'er the rain
Now, that was a very short clip, but I've read quite a few articles about it. People commenting and said, the place just erupted. Everybody stood up and everybody was, Donald Trump. Because America has we've turned the corner. We've turned the corner from insanity, and we're trying to get back to being a normal country with normal beliefs and normal values. And it's Donald Trump. He's doing a great job. I support him in what he's doing. I think he's doing a fantastic job. I agree with what he's doing because this is what we voted for him for. Because it's always the left that's saying, we need change. We need change. We got to make change. And then so we bring somebody in to make big changes. No, we don't need this kind of change. We don't need change. And then they instantly, want to fight against the change because, come on, be honest. Liberals are hypocrites. But then good old Taylor Swift, this chick, she goes to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell you, I think everybody has Swiftitis. I think everybody's just really damn tired of Taylor Swift. I'm tired of looking at her. I'm tired. I don't hear her music because I think I got to be honest, I don't think she's a good singer. It amazes me how she has gotten this popular with that voice. And you can say whatever you want to me. I don't give a shit. She's a horrible singer. Terrible. When you stack her up against the greats, and let's just pick one, Whitney Houston. There's literally no comparison between Whitney Houston and Taylor Swift. None whatsoever. So how somebody can be such a mediocre singer that can get this kind of accolades and awards and money is absolutely beyond me. But I think America's done because they do the, Donald Trump saluting and, the crowd erupts. Then they do Taylor Swift. That is absolutely fantastic, man. That is absolutely fantastic because I think America's had enough. I think we've had enough of Taylor Swift. I think we've had enough of her, never-ending relationships. And the only reason I even know about these is because I read the news, and God forbid, some news channel doesn't comment on Taylor Swift and whatever relationship she's in at this day. And she's dating this football guy, Kelsey. And, and it's not a big deal because by the end of this year, it's going to be over and she will have moved on to somebody else because that's what Taylor Swift does. So, but I just think it's absolutely hilarious that the very guy she stood up against in the election gets heralded. Yay! I think I've got a sound here. Yes, Donald Trump. The very guy she's in the Superdome with, who she fought against, gets the applause, and then she gets booed. So what does that tell you, Taylor Swift? Maybe you're pissing off too many people. When people show you of your stardom, of your glory, your infamy, your fame, and you get booed, then maybe you're going down the wrong damn road. So here's a little advice for Taylor Swift. All right? Keep your mouth shut. Just keep singing your bland, mediocre music that every single song sounds freaking alike. Zero variety. Keep singing that. Keep the 13-year-old little girls and little boys happy because, let's be honest, that's your fan base. And let them keep buying your music so you can maybe be worth $2 billion next year. All right? I think that would be a better plan for you than going down this road. Because I can tell you now, just from this, you've alienated a lot of people. And I guarantee you, a lot of those people that you've pissed off, they were once your fans.